Hello and welcome to my guide on Garen in top lane. In this guide I will show you what to build, when to go all in, when to back and what to buy. Now the reason I love Garen and why he's such a good top laner is he's naturally tanky with his passive of his W, which gives him armor and magic resist. Now he has very high base damage, and in this video I'll show you how to actually one-shot the laner, which is Gnar. Also in the late game or mid game you can actually one-shot the ADCs with this build I'm going to show you. He's also great against tanks as he does true damage with his ultimate, and if they're very low on health, you can actually do more than 1,000 true damage with just one ultimate. Now the only bad points I find about Garen is he's very easy to kite. If your Q's on cooldown and you're against someone like a Gnar, which is actually one of his worst matchups, you can actually lose quite hard. So the first thing you want to do is rush Sunfire Cape when you get the chance. So you want to try and get 1,100 gold, maybe back. Buy the Bami's Cinder, come back to lane and then hopefully get a kill. Unless you're against an AP champion like Vlad and Rumble, then you want to go get a Spirit Visage first. Garen's early levels are quite strong, his Q does a lot of damage. If you do get a chance, do Q them and then E combo. So rush to level 2 if you can. I did take some harass back here, but I know my passive is going to kick in and I got a potion going as well. So if you're playing Garen and you are against a ranged champion like Gnar, you want to push the lane against it, so they have to actually push the wave back, so they're not auto attacking you, they're auto attacking the minions. It saves you getting poked out and, you know, bullied in lane, and then you don't want to be under your tower because you'll get poked too much. So my plan is to push him in and save enough money to buy Bami's Cinder. And you can usually get a feel of how good the enemy laner is. I mean, I played against this Gnar, it's in gold 5 I think it was, and one of my smurfs, and he wasn't actually that good, I didn't feel. He probably doesn't main Gnar, he probably just picked it to counter me. So I pushed him in. Usually the jungler would come, so I'd ward, because they might have gone red buff, blue buff, top, and then gank top, but they probably wouldn't have been able to kill me. For the second item you want to buy is Black Cleaver. Now depending on the situation, I know Gnar's probably going to have a similar build. So at level 6 you'll probably get the kill on him rather than him getting the kill on you, but late game he benefits better from item scaling and his W passive does very good. So the basis on top lane is knowing your matchups as well. That's one of the better benefits of it. So I'm still pushing him in here, as you can tell. He's not really beating me on farm, I don't think. Garen is a much better early champion than Gnar. Another thing to watch out for is when he's passive triggers. So he can usually probably do better than his mini Gnar. So I back off, as you can see, when I know he's going to turn into Mega Gnar. So you don't really want to fight him then. But I tend to wait until he's just going to drop back into mini Gnar and then all in him, because his armor and his health is much lower. So bear that in mind as well, you want to have little advantages. So now I should have all in him, but he's quite close to the tower. So the lane isn't in the greatest of places as well. I'm quite vulnerable to a gank. He's quite safe, he can't really be ganked as well. He still has his flash, so I wouldn't call my jungler either. Now right here I was in a bad position. He did get a bit of damage off on me, but so I'm playing quite safe as well. I know the jungler might come, and if the jungler burns a flash, then it's quite likely that they might get a kill or a flash out of me. So I want to save my flash for an all-in as well, which I'm planning on doing. So once you hit level 6, it doesn't matter what items you have, you do have the ability to one-shot a Gnar, definitely. That's even with a tank build or even no items, because Garen's base damage is very high. So right here I've decided to go B. And I pick up a Bami's Cinder and I think I'm going to TP back to lane.
Our courage must never waver.
So I maybe should have pushed that wave in more, got the CS and then teleported back. So I TP back, and the wave's pushing towards me. So he hasn't got items and you want to back first off. So I know for him to get back to lane, I can push quite fast. He needs to burn his teleport or he's going to miss 1 or 2 waves. So I've hit level 6, he was level 6 when I come back as well. And now he's going to harass me at the tower. So it's hard to farm. He's going to poke me. But now I see an opportunity. I silenced him and I went all in. And I eventually got the kill very easily. So that should help you level 1 to 6 on what to do. You want to go back and buy some armor now. And then push the wave. So I hope that helped. I'll be making more guides like this. I've got one coming out on Scion as well. I have top lane with him. So I hope you enjoyed. Please check out my other videos as well.
Never forget why we fight.